Hey, Dwayne.
Hey, Bridget.
One of my favorite memories of early computer days in the 90s was going to Fry's and buying four more sticks of RAM and putting it in my computer myself.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could take up all my jewelry and like not having static. But what exactly is RAM? Are we still even using that?
Oh, absolutely. RAM is random access memory. Um, so let's talk a little bit about what a computer does at its core function before I talk about RAM. But yes, we are very much still using RAM quite a bit, more so now than we ever have before. And it's never been cheaper. That's one of the best parts. It keeps getting cheaper as we keep using it. So at the very center of your machine is something called a CPU, a central processing unit. And what it's processing are states of things being on or off. That's all a computer really does, is flicking light switches on and off. That's the way I think of them, as light switches. So on a current machine, there are billions of these little light switches. And what a computer does is takes these states and processes them one clock cycle at a time through memory. So it can store, hey, I have all of these states that I've processed. And those states that it processes could do things like push a word onto a screen, make text appear, or make pictures appear, or literally all of the things your computer does are because this RAM is holding in memory these states that the processor is processing. And the more memory you have, well, the bigger and more things you can hold in memory at once, and the more fancy thing you can do at the end of it. So graphics get immediately better. We can telecommunicate like we're doing now because the RAM on our machine can keep up. Now, when RAM used to be really, really expensive, to get megabyte of RAM required basically a room full of equipment. Now it fits very, 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 very small cards. Yes, the RAM on the RAM on the machine you're holding right there is something like 13,000 times more processing power than they had in the entire NASA program before 1982.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So everybody who holds a phone is in technology.
Everybody that holds a phone is actually holding one of the most futuristic computers anyone in the 60s could have ever dreamed up.
Wow.
So, yeah, we live in the future. A very, very smartphone future.
That's amazing. Well, I love it. Thanks, Dwayne.
See you, Bridget.
Cheers.